Hello, Janvi ma'am. Yes, ma'am, I'm here. Hello, Janvi ma'am, can you hear me?
Yeah, Mariam, you please make Shaista ma'am as host. Mariam, is it audible?
Yes,
Yeah,
ma'am. Done, ma'am.
I'm there, ma'am. I'll continue from here.
Yes, Mariam, am I audible? You make
Yes,
Shaista
ma'am.
ma'am as host.
Ma'am, done. I had made.
Okay, thank you, Janvi ma'am. You can continue, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay, then Shaista ma'am.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am. Bye, ma'am. Okay, so yesterday, girls, the notes were being shared to you. Uh, Lubna dictated the notes. I guess everyone have noted everything.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And did you all revise the things like first two units which I told you to revise on Saturday?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So we have to proceed with the MOA clauses, right? The clauses and the contents for the MOA, what were the clauses and contents that was not being explained. So to
Yes.
go through with that.
Okay, ma'am.
Lubna, are you there? Lubna, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. Assalamu alaikum.
Yeah, walaikum assalam. Please just wait for a while. I'll be back with the notes and all, okay?
Okay, ma'am.
I'll just try to upload the PPT or else we will continue directly. And one more thing, girls, if the class is not going to be conducted, we will be informing you. Okay, like you don't need to put the messages in between, like class is there or not, class is there or not. Before you, we are eager to take the class. We'll be sitting here eagerly to start the class, but we cannot handle the net issues, right?
Yes, ma'am.
How many times it happened with you girls that you were re-entering in the class again and again? So we were allowing you because of the net issues. We know, we are familiar with the net issues nowadays. It's getting worse. We cannot handle anything. Even the mobile data and the Wi-Fi is having some of the problem. So you need to have some patience. If we are going to cancel the class, we'll sure inform you.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, is my voice audible, everyone? Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Lubna, can you hear me? Hello?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I can hear you. You are audible.
Okay, so we will see the clauses and all. What the clauses we have discussed with you, the clauses and the topics. I'll just start sharing the documents over here. Okay, is the screen visible, all of you?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, okay, fine. Yeah, as we know about the documents of incorporation for a company is memorandum, article, and the prospectus. The three very important documents. As memorandum concludes what it includes what kind of information, girls? Memorandum of association. What it includes in it?
Important
Objectives of the
information.
company.
Purpose and
Objective.
objective of the
It
company.
is the constitution of the company.
Yes, exactly. And what is the article?
Rules and
Rules and
Rules and
regulations.
regulations of the
regulations
And
of the
company.
regulations
company.
of the company.
Okay, fine. Very good, very good. So, according to the section 22 of 56 of Companies Act, Memorandum of Association is one of the document which has to be filed with the Registrar of Companies at the time of incorporation. So, as I told you, okay, this is the document which has to be filed with the Registrar of Company at the time of incorporation of company. Okay. Now, there are some clauses. The clauses, or we can say the contents which includes in the MOA. The clauses of MOA are name clause, registered office clause, object clause, liability clause, capital clause, association or subscription clause. Yeah. So the first one we have is name clause. Is identified under section 4 of 1 that a company being a legal person must have a name to establish its identity. Okay. So name is being given to the company, okay, to establish its identity. A company should not be registered by a name which is identical with the name of an existing company. Your name should be not repeated with the another company who's already been existing in the competition. Okay, so this is the name clause which defines the name or gives the identity for the company. Okay. The next is the registered office clause. Registered office clause is defined under section 4 1 or b. One of a B, as per this clause, place and address of the registered office of the company should be determined. Okay, so your company's registered office should be determined, and it should be mentioned your registered office where the registered office of your company is being located. It's been checked. Okay, and if the company fails to do so at the time of incorporation, then it has to decide the place within 30 days of incorporation. Okay, if you have not decided with the place of registered office, like if you still not decided the registered office where your office will be, like where you are going to conduct your office and all, so it's like within 30 days of incorporation you need to decide the place where you are going to open the registered office for your company. Yes, next is object clause. Object means like purpose. Okay, like what is the purpose of your company? Okay, object is like purpose of your company.
Yeah.
Hello. Yes, what happened? Lubna, am I audible? Is my voice clear?
Yes, ma'am. You're audible and your voice is clear too.
Okay. Please keep on mute. Who else is joining new in the class? Okay.
Yeah, okay, ma'am.
Okay. So object clause. Object shows the purpose of the company. Okay. It showed the object for which the company is formed. Main object clause is classified into main objects and other object. What is the main object? What is the main purpose for your company, and what are the other object it includes in your company? So these are the clauses. Like these are some of the important contents, or you can say as contents also, that has to be shown in the memorandum of association. The next we have liability clause. It is defined under section 4 or 1 or B. This clause includes the nature of liability of its members. What I said for the meaning of liability, all of you?
Responsibility.
Liability.
Responsibility for debts.
Yeah, exactly.
Responsibility.
Responsibility. Exactly. Yeah, fine. So liability is what it is. The nature of its members. Okay, nature of liability of its members. Okay, what till what extent the members are liable, it's been shown here. and the members of company are limited to the value of shares held by them. So here members of company are limited by the values of shares held by them. They are only, as I told you, in the public company the members are eligible or they are responsible only, they are having the only limited liability to what shares they have been paid. Next is the capital clause. Like capital clause is was nothing but the total capital company have been taken or formed with the equity shares, preference shares, and other sources. Whatever the companies are having the capital, like by having preference shares, equity shares, or by like the amount introduced in the company, that capital clause is to be shown in the contents here. And it contains the total capital structure of the company, like total capital structure of the company is being shown over here. So these are the five clauses of your memorandum of association. What are the five clauses? The first one is name clause, registered office clause,
Object clause.
object clause, liability clause, and capital clause. These are the clauses. Now, next, what are the articles of association? It is the set of rules of regulations framed by the company for the management of internal affair of the company. It contains the bylaws that governs the conduct of the yeah. So what the article of association includes? It includes the, yes girls, what it includes?
Rules and regulations framed by the company management.
Yeah, exactly. See, a bylaw means that it is nothing but it is that by law, like in their where the registered office of the company is, according to their what are the legal requirements, okay, according to the area wise what the legal requirements are there, it is known as bylaw. Means a local authority will give a permission, like there will be an inspection being done, okay, and inspection being done according to the local wise area wise members over there, and they will be certifying something, okay, they will be certifying the rules and regulations for the companies, okay, company structure to be followed. So that are known as the bylaws, okay. Okay.
And we don't need to write sixth clause of memorandum of association.
Five are necessary, like five are necessary, that's it.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah. So it contains the bylaws that governs the conduct of the company. Bylaws means local, as I told you, that local area members there, one of them, one of the authority from the local area members will come and give the conduct, will come and give the inspection of the company and do and have any changes in the company. Okay, for that changes, the conduct of the company is being done. Yes. Now, what are the clauses in this? Clauses in AOA. Process of issue of share capital, like amount and type of share capital issued, and how many number of shares are there, and column shares, and rights and benefits of various type of shareholders. It all includes about the share capital and the shareholders, okay, shareholders rights and requirements. Process of issue of share capital includes what? It includes all the equity shares and all the given shares by the shareholders. Process of forfeiture of shares and transfer of shares. So it contains also the process of forfeiture of shares and the transfer of shares. And the next is process of issue of share and debentures, appointment, powers, duties, and remuneration of directors. It also set the rules, and as I told you in the starting in the introduction of this articles of association, that if there are so many, if there are some or any like changes in the management, that is appointment of directors, the powers and duties of directors, some changes in that, it is to be done and it is to be stated in the rules and regulations. That's nothing but the articles of association also. And the next is appointment of managing directors. Who is the managing director? Like you should be filling in the rules and regulations form, like this AOA content, that if required you will be having an appointment of MD director, or you will be having an appointment or appointment of a special director, or whatever the case may be, you should be stating in the rules and regulations only. And rest are the rest are the general things like provisions relating to the use of company's common sales. Provisions means uh, provisions are nothing but rules, okay, rules relating to the use of company's common seal. Like company's common seal, did anyone remember the company's common seal? What is the common seal? Yes, you are unmuted now. Yes.
Symbol of the company.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, which has to
Logo or
be
the
stamped by
icon.
the board of director.
Yeah, why it is used, like why it's being used?
For advertising.
For for
Like
creating the
common
brand,
seal
for
of company.
creating a different type of brand.
Common seal is not exactly the logo
For
or
security of
logo or icon. Common seal, first of all, is not the logo or icon. I told you one thing about common seal. Did you remember the example which I gave you all
trading mark.
while explaining that an example was given? In that example, I told you that your college principal will do
Stamp,
what, like
stamp.
exactly it shows the management, it shows the management name and signature
Yes,
of the head
stamp.
person.
Official
Yes,
seal.
yes.
Yeah, so how it will become trade or like some logo for trading purpose, like how it will become the logo and icon?
No, it's
No, it is
Symbol
not
which
a
recognize
exactly
legally.
exactly.
yes,
Now
yes.
you remember the
Yes.
example? Yeah. Yeah, don't write this example, just to clear it out, just to forgive reference, I have gave you an example, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, fine, moving ahead. So these are the rules and regulations that includes in the contents of articles of association. Now, next is prospectus. What is a prospectus? A document inviting offer from the public or for the subscription or purchase of any securities of a body corporate. See, prospectus is what nothing but inviting offer from the public for the subscription or purchase of any securities of a body corporate. Of a body corporate means what? See, you are issuing, okay, like on you want some other parties or the outsiders to like in like to be introduced in your company, or how they will be introduced? By letting their shares, okay, by letting their shares in your company. So directly you won't be approaching. A prospectus is like taken up by the promoter or some of the other person who is representing your company, okay. That person invites the prospectus structure, okay, that represents the body corporate, okay. From the body corporate means, body corporate means nothing but the shareholders and the board of directors, okay. They will be having this prospectus orders, okay, like they will be giving the orders for when to issue this, like when to prepare the inviting orders and all. So purchase of any securities of a body corporate, that is being defined as a prospectus. Now, the contents of a prospectus, it includes the following contents: name of the company and complete address of the company, information about the people who have signed MOA, like information of the people means it. Now, this memorandum of association is being signed by the members. Who are its members? The shareholders, okay. The shareholders, okay, they are the members who have signed, and the number of shares owned by them, and name, address, and occupation of board of directors. Board of directors name, address, and their occupation. Yeah. And next is minimum subscription decided by the promoters. What is the minimum amount of subscription the subscribers or the shareholders can take and enter into the company? That minimum subscription is being decided by the promoter. Full addresses of the underwriters. Full addresses of the underwriter. Now, what is the underwriter? Anyone? Do you know the meaning of underwriter? Lubna, unmute them.
Okay, ma'am.
Yes. What is the
The
yes?
individual take risk for loans.
Which states the laws?
Mm, yes,
Yeah, it shares your risk, right? It shares your risk.
yes, yes,
Underwriters which shares your risk, okay? Like
yes,
for your
Ma'am,
company for a
that
large
insurance risk.
exactly, exactly. They assures your risk, okay? Like they cover up your risk. See, you are taking a loan from, for example, you are taking a loan from a bank, okay? And that bank also to cover up the loan, they will also have another one help. Okay, they will also
yes.
have another bank help or another institution help to in case if the risk is huge, so other person will cover. Now that third person is known as underwriter. See, both the parties are agreeing to share some profit and losses. Okay, fine, agree,
Yes.
understood like this. Like both the parties are agreeing to share the profits and losses of the company. But if both the parties are not necessary to like share the risk, to share the amounts and all, so there should
Then
be
the
a
third
third
party will
person.
be okay.
Exactly. There the third party should be including to help you. They are that
Ma'am,
is known as the underwriter.
underwriter that
Okay, ma'am.
underwriter plays a guarantee role to insurer or to the person who had insured.
Insurer, because insurer is the one who's been taking the amount, right, for the insurance and all. It will be helping to both. It will be helping to both. Like indirectly or directly, it is giving help. If it is giving help to insurance company, then directly the help goes to the insurer, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, when two parties are not willing to bear the loss, then the third party will involve.
They have to keep the underwriter for the future
Okay.
circumstances, because you don't know the risk. To cover up the risk, there should be an underwriter. Like this happens in the large firms like multinational companies or another companies, people who take the loans from the financial institutions, and those
Insurance
financial
risk.
yeah, and those financial institutions indeed they ask for another person's help, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
Understood.
ma'am.
Yeah, is it clear and understood?
Yes.
Yes, yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so now in this क्या है इस prospectus में like this underwriter's role has been it's been defined कि what is the role of underwriter, what are their like preferences given when their role is being given and all. Okay, now all of you mute yourselves please. Okay, now the next are the general things like auditor's name and address, capital structure and issue details, all the things, the property details of company, if any, and the details of opening subscription list. Like these are related with the prospectors. Okay, these are related with the contents of the prospectus. Now, the next is statement lieu in prospectus, where a company does not invite the public to subscribe for its shares, but arranges to get money from private sources. It need not have to issue a prospectus. In such case, the promoters are required to prepare a draft prospectus known as statement in lieu of prospectus. Now, see, when a company does not want to invite the outsiders, ऐसी भी एक condition आती है जब company बाहर के like outsiders को नहीं बुलाना चाहती के subscription of shares के लिए. Instead, they will go for the private sources. Okay, okay, like private companies, like any of the private sources, they will go and get help from there. To getting help from there, they did not need to prepare this prospectus. ये invitation सिर्फ किसके लिए रहता है? This prospectus is an invitation is only to the public outside. But in case if company does not want to include the outsiders to take into your to distribute, like to let them come and shares, put their shares and all, so they will have a private okay, like they will have a private source for it. And here it does not need to have a prospectus. In such case, the promoters are required to prepare a draft. A draft is what like if from the important information of the company, okay, they have to give a true and fair view of the information of company. Yeah, unmute them, Lubna, the both
Yeah,
who have raised their hands. Yes.
Private sources means taking money from the money lenders, like persons, not from the financial
Yes,
institution
ma'am.
like banks.
See that they may be private sources, maybe your mutual funds.
Okay.
Yeah, mutual fund also does with the stock exchanges, right? They also shares or give the advices. Stock shares, right? See,
Yes.
mutual funds, if you came to know like about the details of the mutual fund, though it's like a complete like a different organization, but they have two things: non-fund and fundraising organization. Non-fund means they give the financial advices and all, and for going of this fundraising means they will collect the resources, they will collect the. Hello.
And
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, they will collect the sources and all, okay, and they will help the large source company, like the people who want a private source help, they will help them like that also. They are also included, they are also having this underwriting thing with them, and they are also having the financial institutions investments in them. So that is the reason they, a company want to go with a private source, they can go with the private source like this.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah. Okay, now moving ahead. So this is the statement in lieu prospectus. That is, if the prospectus has not been prepared, statement in lieu means another proof or another information which give the true proof of your company, that is to be prepared. A draft, okay, a draft that in place of prospectus is being prepared by a promoter of the company. Okay, now after this, a certificate of commencement of business. Certificate of commencement of business is issued by registrar of joint stock companies when the public company submit all the necessary legal documents. Public limited company can start its business only after getting certificate of commencement of business. This certificate is issued only after minimum subscription of capital is received. Now, minimum subscription of capital means a required minimum amount given by law, like at least, like do you remember in the private and public company a difference is given, like minimum is like private, for private minimum is 1 lakh. Do you remember that thing? Yes, girls, the minimum amount to start up the private
yes,
and public.
Yes.
Yes.
Private is
yes,
ma'am.
yes.
Yeah,
Private
and
is
for public, how much is the
Five
minimum?
lakh, 5 lakh.
Yeah,
5 lakhs.
exactly.
5 lakhs.
Exactly.
I
So whatever the minimum subscription is being required or acquired by the public company, that is to be needed. Okay, like minimum of 5 lakh subscription is being needed, and after that they are going to get the
Commencement of
commencement. So yeah,
certificate.
Certificate of
commencement of
commencement of
business
business.
Commence.
Yes,
certificate. Okay, they are
yes,
going to get that certificates. Is it clear now, everyone?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine. Okay, we'll first start with the attendance. Uh, Malakpet branch girls, please raise your hand.
Atika Tabassum is not raising her hand.
Atika Tabassum, raise your hand. Yeah. Husna Hussain, from which branch you are, Husna? Mention your branch beside your name. Husna and Ruxar. This is the last time, Ruxar. Again, in the previous classes, I also told you to mention your branch name. Beside your name, you can just put it as like S or M, whether you are from Shalibanda or Malakpet.
14, ma'am.
Okay, Husna is from Shalibanda. Okay, and Ruxar, Someone with the name Ruksar. No need, Husna. I have just corrected that thing. No issues. Ruksar Begum, are you there in the class?
Yes, ma'am, she is there in the class.
Is she from Shalibanda branch?
Ma'am, she didn't mention her branch name beside her name.
Yeah, exactly. And she's not even like replying anything. Yeah, at least you should tell your branch name, na Ruksar.
Yes, ma'am, she is telling she is from Shalibanda.
Okay. So 15 is from Malakpet. Fine. Sayyid Ashraf Unisa, she is joining now. Is it the time to join the class? Sayyida Ashraf Unisa Begum. Please unmute yourself, Sayyida Ashraf Unisa Begum.
Ma'am,
Is
I'm
yeah,
unmuting myself. She is not responding, but
yeah. Is this the time to join the class, Sayyida Ashraf Unisa Begum? And Taslim Sultana, you also need some kind of invitation to write, mention your name. You girls are not taking the initiative. The girls who are not there with their branch names, we are not taking the attendance. This is the last time I'm telling to each and everyone for both the branches. You need to mention your branch name. Okay, let's start with the attendance for Shalibanda branch. Raise your hand, girls. Sufia Hussain, you are from Shalibanda branch. You need to raise your hand. Nasima Naz, Shalibanda. Taslim Sultana, from which branch you are?
Farhana Khatun is also not raising, ma'am, from Shalibanda. She is.
See, you don't need your attendance. You don't want your attendance. Fine. Keep it with you, okay? You will be marked as absent, and this attendance will be given to the OU, okay? Fine. So Taslim, you need to put this beside your name. You don't know the criteria like how to put it beside your name. Taslim Sultana, you need to please enter your branch name, whether M or S. Taslim, make sure. Yeah.
Ma'am, 48 are there from Shalibanda. One girl is not raising her hand, Farhana Khatun.
Yes, okay. And this Nasima Naz also, she's also having some problem, I guess. She just messaged there.
Yes, ma'am.
Alvia Shehryar, you are from Shalibanda branch, so please raise your hand, Alvia Shehryar. This is the attendance time, and for this time you are entering in the class. Just for the sake of attendance, are you coming in the class, Alvia? What is the reason? Tell me. You just entered the class. Like by this is the end of the session now.
No, ma'am, I was just connected.
Okay, please make sure to be there in the class, okay? Or if some network issues are there, you need to just mention in the group, okay?
Okay.
So now 48, fine. It's showing 65 here, like excluding me, it should be 64. So the total is coming 63. One of them is missing here.
In participants, ma'am.
Yes,
In participants, it's showing 65 participants here, ma'am.
exactly. And excluding me, it should be 64. But the total for attendance, it's coming 63.
Okay, ma'am.
Taslim, did you raise your hand while taking the attendance for Malakpet branch? Taslim, did you raise your hand? Okay, once again, all the Malakpet branch girls, this is the last time. This won't be happening again and again in another classes. Malakpet branch girls, raise your hand. Malakpet branch girls. Atika Tabassum, raise your hand. Yeah, it's coming now. 16. There is some glitch. There is some confusion. Again, it is like going 6 to 6. Again, I don't know. Shalibanda girls or either Malakpet girls are doing something like this. Yeah, it's now showing 16 over here.
Ma'am, the thing is, just now one girl joined, named Sufia Hussain from Shalibanda. That's the reason the difference is coming. And she had texted too. Actually, just now I joined because I got disconnected. She wrote.
Okay, fine. So 16 is from Malakpet branch. Okay, I'm just lowering their hands. Now, once again, the Shalibanda branch girls, raise your hand. Shalibanda branch girls. Farhana Khatun, Maisara Fatima, Maria. Sayyeda Khamar Unisa, Umme Hani Tasneem. You didn't raise your hands. Again and again, we shall tell you. Nada Fahim Ali, you are from Shalibanda branch. This is the attendance for Shalibanda branch. Nada, raise your hand.
Farhana Khatun also not raising, ma'am. It's 48, ma'am. Farhana Khatun, one girl is not raising.
Oh my god.
Umme Hani Tasneem, do you want to attend in the class? Like, do you want your attendance to be taken or not? Umme Hani and Farhana. 49 altogether.
Amatul Yasmin also not raising from Shalibanda.
Yeah, fine. So it's their loss. We cannot do anything. It's their loss. If their attendance is not being taken, they should at least text someone, or they should at least inform someone that there is some network issue or not. I've been noticing each and everything. Some girls are only coming for the attendance purpose. We'll see in the next class. Okay, all of you. It's about to leave the class right now. Will be catching you tomorrow. Okay, if tomorrow else I'm not there in the class, I'll be again giving you the notes. Okay, please cooperate with Lubna. She'll be dictating the notes again. Let for this 2 days we are busy with the internals and all. We have also busy in taking the exams, internal exams of your seniors. Okay, senior batches are going with their examinations, internal examination. We are busy in taking their internal examinations. So today I was free, and tomorrow and day after tomorrow I'm again busy, so I'll be giving you the further notes. Then again after that we'll be having the explanation for that notes. Okay,
Ma'am, we don't know about first chapter, like what we have to write about first chapter in the fair notes.
first chapter starts from a formation of business organization, like forms of business organizations, from where it starts: forms of business organization, sole proprietor, partnerships and all.
Ma'am, can you once post about first chapter in the Google Classroom? Exactly what we have to write about first chapter in the fair notes.
Okay, I'll just okay, do you have the syllabus copy?
Aye, ma'am.
Yeah, do any one of you have the syllabus copy? Just circulate in your groups, okay? Like in your contact groups, whatever you are having other than the college group, you have some other group, right? From there, share the syllabus copy there, okay? Yeah. Yes, principal ma'am has sent you, I guess. Someone messaged over here from Shalibanda branch. Okay, fine. I have my another class. We'll meet tomorrow, inshallah. Every doubts will be clarified later on, okay? Okay then.
Okay,
Allah Hafiz. Okay, Allah Hafiz.
Allah Hafiz, ma'am.